Hi, Jacqueline. Jasper, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us again and to meet up. It's been a little while, and I know that there's been lots of changes to your passion project and vision, as well as what's been happening with your career. So let's chat first, jump right in, and why don't you tell me a little bit about your career path and what's led you to your current role? Jacqueline, do you want to start?
Hi everyone, so my name is Jacqueline Sue. I graduated in 2019 from the AFM, so the Accounting Financial Management program, as well as the Masters of Accounting program. Currently in my role, I'm the Director of Finance of Palette Skills. That is a national nonprofit that essentially helps to upskill Canadians to transition in careers in growing industries. And we've helped a lot of people during COVID. And can I just say, it's nice just to see you again, Patty, in person and not over Zoom.
I know.
So I'm just saying that this could be in person. Yeah, I can see you, exactly.
Yeah,
so it's good
always
to be here.
nice. Yeah, always nice to be in person. So yeah, super excited. Yeah, so Jasper, what have you been up to and leading up to your current role?
Yes, so Jasper Lamb, currently Business Operations Manager at Alumni. So Alumni is a US healthcare startup focused on providing autism care to children. We've since expanded into other sorts of behavioral conditions such as ADHD, anxiety and depression, eating disorders. So just trying to create a one-stop shop for any sort of families and children out there that need those services. Like Jacqueline, I graduated from AFM in 2018 and then did my Masters of Accounting in 2019. So it's been a little bit of time, but nonetheless, University of Waterloo has stayed close to my heart. And again, like Jacqueline said, it's great to see you in person.
Yeah, thanks. So it certainly sounds like both of you have navigated your careers into some wonderful social endeavors where you're helping where you're working, and the organizations with which you work are helping others, which is fantastic. Certainly, I would love to hear in terms of how you've navigated that journey to get to where you are. What kinds of career co-op opportunities that you've had, or any memorable experiences that may have helped to lead you to where you are now.
Yeah, I can go ahead. So for me, I know I mentioned that I was the Director of Finance, but really I actually lead two functions in our company. It's both the finance portion and then the HR portion, which sounds kind of weird because I have my CPA, I graduated from accounting and finance, and definitely there's a natural transition into Director of Finance role. But for the HR component, I think what really helped me actually were those extracurricular activities I had back in university. The one that really comes to mind is actually the Student Venture Fund. So I was part of the 2017 founding team of the Venture Fund. It's actually, for those students who are watching this, it's actually a course, so you do get course credit to run a venture fund. But that first term was all about how do you start an organization, the rules, the bylaws, the NDAs, how do you promote a team culture and whatnot. And being able to start that at such a young age was such a valuable experience to me. And it wasn't just that, there were so many other extracurriculars at the University of Waterloo where I had the chance to be in that leadership position, try to form a team, build that sort of cohesive camaraderie. And that led me to have a lot of transferable skills being in this sort of HR position and leading that in the company, where I'm building a fun committee where we have a lot of fun events, building out a compensation package that makes people happy, and really hearing their needs. So definitely a lot of experiences there.
And definitely I'm sure your experience, and as one of the first student leaders for AFEF, the Accounting Finance Endowment Fund, probably definitely helped to start building that knowledge base as well as skill, but also kind of help lead and kind of expose you to that type of work. 100%.
I literally, on Wednesday, I was in a board meeting and we had to go through, who's going to pass this motion? How do you create a proper deck? And what we did in the Accounting and Finance Endowment Fund, we did exactly that. So at such a young age, when I was a chair, I think in my 3rd or 4th year of university, I was able to build up that skill and courage in order to run those formal meetings. And now, our board in Palette, we have, CEOs of companies who have been through so many of these presentations, and they were just blown away by what we came up with as a team in our HR committee meeting for the board. So definitely.
That's wonderful to hear. And so Jasper, I also know that you were involved in the Student Venture Fund as well. well when you were undergrad,
I
right?
was in the investment fund.
Oh, the
Yes.
investment fund.
Yes,
Oh,
so slightly
okay.
different. I had to be a little bit different from Jacqueline.
Would you say that that also helped to help build that journey and that pathway to your current role?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what the investment fund really taught me is just understanding like how general market conditions or how different factors in this world and economy, like how they can influence a particular company or how a particular company is operating, right? Because in the investment fund, you're looking to make investment decisions, and then you're often getting questions about, well, what does this event, how does that impact this company and their ability to make money, right? And so it really forced me to think on a larger scale, on a more global scale. Because prior to that, I think my vision and like the way that I saw things was a little bit more on like a minute scale. Because in school, everything's within the textbook and it's all within this perfect environment. But getting the investment fund experience really allowed me to expand beyond that and see how the real world operates. Much like the venture fund, we're investing real money. So it was like, I know it wasn't my own money, but it felt like I was investing my own money. So I felt personally liable for making the right decision. So I would say that like that sort of mentality is really hard to build. It's easy to read about, but until you fully experience it with, I guess, a real experience, you won't be able to build that sort of wide thinking or global thinking into your decision making.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that sounds, yeah, definitely, certainly SBF, SIF are fantastic experiences and for technical skills as well as all of those transferable skills.